Welcome back, everybody, to Zisteau Plays Minecraft. I really need to have a better intro, don't you think? Instead of referring to myself in the third person like some kind of supervillain, Zisteau does this, Zisteau does that. Welcome back to my single-player world in Alpha 1.1, currently in Alpha 1.1. Today, we are going to lay the foundations for some stuff that is going to be important for a long time to come in this series. So I've been doing some digging. I've got a full chest. You know, there's things about the alpha experience of Minecraft that I remembered. Like, I remembered that you could do the ladders every other block. I remember stuff like that. I remember the water elevators. Some other things I kind of forgot about, like there was no chest noise when you open it. And still, like every time I open it, I expect that noise. And I think like, oh, is my sound off when I don't hear it? I'm continually being surprised when I realize certain things that I've forgotten. So, we are going to lay the foundations for a few things that I talked about briefly previously. We're going to talk about what I'm going to do with this space. I came up with an idea, which I'll get to it. But this is a hint. How about that? This is a sneak peek of what this open space I think may be used for, the function. Okay, but first let's pop up here. Actually, you know what? I want some more building blocks because I might want some. I've got a full chest there, and then I started a second one here. Eventually, we'll need an area for organized storage, organized smelting, that kind of stuff. I haven't made any paintings. I just realized that. Okay, maybe we'll have to do that a little bit later. We'll have to think about that. So, I mentioned previously that I wanted to build a tower. I like making towers in Minecraft. That was one of the first things I ever did. Okay, a lot of trees here. I'm just going to leave them be. I'm not going to break through them. I like making towers to look out over the land. Even though the game is kind of limited in how far you can actually look, I always like the idea. And basically every house I've ever made has been extremely vertical in one way or another. The Lens, the Arcology, Brundle Tower, the Life on Pagoda main house. Any series I've made, going all the way back to Survival Island, they're all very vertical, up and down. I like that. I don't know why, it just appeals to me. So, we are going to have a tower, and I found, I did a lot of deliberating, probably more than you would expect. But I had a number of factors to consider. And we are going to place the center of the tower right here. This is going to be the center of the tower. And I just laid this out basically for visualization purposes. You can tell, though, that we don't have a lot of space to build. So we can only actually build the base of the tower because the build limit is 128 at this point in time. You can see where the... Ow! You can see where the trees got cut off by the world generating. When they ran out of space right there, they just got sheared off, can't go any higher. The ones over there are a little bit more dramatic because that hilltop, I guess, is a little higher. So we've only got up to there. It's 8 to 10 blocks, something like that. But we'll build the base, and then coming out from each side is going to be a road, and I've decided it's going to be an aqueduct at first, or, you know, always, at least for this section. So there will be a road coming out like that. They'll all be at the same level. I'm just making this now so you can visualize what I'm talking about. There'll be one coming out that side, this side, and the last side. So they'll all be the same, and there's going to be, I'm going to have to make a way to put boats on this that center them. There's a fairly simple way to do that, and we'll get into later, that people were using a long time ago. Like back in Minecraft Alpha, people were already brainstorming technical stuff. I'm going to have a fairly simple system for this. But we're going to have an aqueduct going this way, this way, this way, this way. And then after 16 chunks, a chunk, if you don't know, is a 16 by 16. So after 16 chunks, or is it 8 chunks? I can't remember. No, it's 16 chunks, yeah. 16 chunks in this direction will be the end of the road, and I will build a wall. 16 chunks this direction, and I'll build a wall. 16 chunks that direction, 16 chunks that direction. So the map, the Alpha 1.1 map, we're going to have a very large square. And then once we are ready to update to the next patch, which changes the terrain generation and adds a bunch of stuff, we're going to delete all the chunks outside of that range. And then generate new terrain, and then we'll have like some kind of like cool gate that we have to pass through. And it'll be kind of like a thing like we're walking from Alpha 1.1 to whatever the next patch is. I think it's actually just Alpha 1.2. The Halloween update that adds the nether and portals and biomes, stuff like that. It adds a lot of stuff. So we're going to be working on that. And also, I'm going to continue working on the house. We're not going to update to the patch until I feel like I've kind of explored the alpha content enough. Because once we get to that next patch, we'll be building out there. So we got to build a decent amount of stuff here. Get a lot of stuff. Oh, gosh. Only lost a heart and a half. Okay, good. We got some stuff. We've got some work to do here. So I was basically what I was doing. It was trying to brainstorm what to do with this space, what sort of blocks to use. I was thinking of using either a different block for the floor or the ceiling to give it a little contrast. So at least from distances, you could make out the detailing a little bit better. Because when you go way out there, all you see is the stone. So I started laying out blocks I could use, and I had this idea. Why don't I lay out every block that's in the game that it's possible for me to lay out? So I can't lay out redstone ore or diamond ore because there's no silk touch and no piston. So even if I found it, I can't just push it with a piston here. So none of those blocks, and no leaf blocks. There's no shears in the game. So I laid out everything that you could place on the ground that I could think of. I may have forgotten something. But I think this is almost everything. We've got wool here. I think there's only one color of wool at this point, and there's no dye. We've got the pressure plates, the different doors. We can manipulate them with the redstone. And then we've got some items that can only be placed on a wall, like the button. In a future patch, that gets updated, but now, no. So I was thinking, what if this big, flat, open area was kind of like a record of all the different things that get added to Minecraft. And so we would have a section to start out, the Alpha 1.1 section, and we would put down everything that's in the game. And then when we update to a patch, we would have like a little gap, and I might have a sign listing what the patch is. And then we would add the new blocks, like soul sand, netherrack, glowstone, that kind of stuff that gets added in the next patch. I think that's kind of a neat idea, and over time this could just sort of expand and expand and expand, and we could just have this huge array of blocks laid out, and we could walk through the patches physically by just sort of doing this. Like, oh, we had all these, and then we got those, and then we got these, and then we got those. I think that's a cool idea. I think that's pretty neat. And then I've been keeping my my tools. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with them. I've been keeping my firsts of everything. My first wood pickaxe and all my stone tools are still at spawn in a chest. I haven't gone to get them. And my first bow is still here, and I have not used my iron sword yet because I've mostly just been digging and not fighting. And at this point, bows don't take damage, so don't have to really worry about that. All right, well, we've got another first to do. Let's head down here, down to the mines. Whoa! Okay. Oh, yeah, there's this problem. Let me go ahead and get out of that. Hi, guys. So, we have a slime infestation in my place. But it appears to be not a big deal. I even got one of the big ones, and I hit him once, and he disappeared. He disappeared without splitting up, so I guess that's not in the game yet either. I started doing some mining, and I dug out these little tunnels, and I found diamonds fairly frequently. I was kind of surprised. So I thought I would do my first diamond harvesting on camera. Most of the resource harvesting like this, I'll probably just do off camera, unless I have a fun kind of montage idea I want to take advantage of. Most of this kind of stuff we'll do off camera, though. But I thought it was kind of significant to get the first harvesting of diamonds on camera. And I've got diamonds available in each of these little things I dug. So I guess we can do another series of first, so we can make a diamond pickaxe, because I'm going to need some obsidian eventually. Maybe a diamond sword. And I will probably just store most of the diamond. I don't anticipate making any diamond armor. In fact, I don't anticipate making any iron armor. I might make some leather armor. Iron is kind of scarce in this version of the game. Oh, there's some more slimes. Oh, okay, we're in the old bow mechanics. Can't even shoot that far. But bam! Oh, slime balls! Okay, I don't think slime balls do anything, because there's no pistons. We will hold on to them, though, so that we can make some sticky pistons later. Okay, so that was branch number 3. Let's check out branch number 4. Alex? Oh, okay. Make sure to use the right pickaxe there. Only 2 there. All right, and there's nothing there. So that's those 4, correct? Oh, I've got 15 diamonds already. Awesome. All right, first diamond pickaxe. Oops. First diamond sword. Ba-bam. Well, I've been digging for, I don't know, about 6 hours or something. Thought I might record a little bit. So man, I've been digging. Holy crap, these stone tools. I need an iron golem farm stat. I need efficiency 5. I need a haste beacon. Oh my gosh. One thing I did, I raised the roof 1 block, but that's not really the important thing. You may see some torches right there and a bunch of leaf blocks. The leaf decay is not working properly. I think that's actually a bug listed in the version history patch notes, that the leaf decay wasn't working properly for the first several versions of the game. So I had to figure out a few things. Like I said before, we're going to make some like aqueduct roads to go in each of the 4 directions to meet the road that leads to the next patch. What did I do here? Oh yeah, I just put this sign up just to see what it would look like. And I was thinking of recessing the floor another half slab so I could worry less about the lighting. I want to get rid of most of these torches. But let's go look at what I've been digging out. Holy crap. Over here, yeah, I don't think I'm going to break them manually. I think I'm going to wait a while to see if anything ever happens. I've been trying to find the right level to put these aqueducts at, and I think we're going to start right about here. Cool thing about the way the lighting engine worked is, at least when it's daytime, you can see where there's no sunlight. It's pretty neat. Let me see if I just do this. Yeah, you get a little bit darker there. Might be able to do something with that. That's kind of a unique feature while we have the very simple lighting system. So I got sick of digging this down, and I just decided to make a little stair step down to where I thought the aqueducts might go. This thing is kind of centered in the tower. The tower, I centered it in the top of this mountain, but it's not exact. And the mountain's more of a rectangle anyway, so this one goes pretty far. I should really dig paths like laterally so that I don't have to go up and down these stairs. And then this one is fairly short, not so far. I think the roads are going to go straight for a while, and then I'm just going to have them drop every 8 blocks so we can use the same source blocks. I was going to do that for the whole thing, but I realized I couldn't really do that because if we started dropping here every 7 blocks, we would end up in my other house. They would intersect. I decided they shouldn't intersect. So this one is going really far. And then you see right here. Ba-boom. Okay, there's the house. So we've got a little bit of wiggle room. And basically, I need to figure out how much wiggle room I have. At what point can we start dropping these every 8 blocks? I'm going to have it start at the same length here and the other side. And then this side and this side may be different because the mountain, like, it's rectangular. So I can have one value for, let's say, north-south and another value for east-west. And have it still look... I wanted to look down here to see how thick the mountain was. You know what? I'll just leave this so that I can count that from the other side. And then we got to clear this out. And basically put source blocks and like signs or pressure plates or something to keep the water flowing in one direction. Huh. This is something that happens in the game. For instance, if you click on a chest with a water bucket in your hand, you will open the chest and use the water bucket. See? Oh, good. And I just knocked down all my torches. That's lovely. Anyway, this thing's kind of functional. And I've dug out 3 of them and just sort of set up a quick and dirty water road that we can ride. These things here are designed to put the boat in the center of the water track. So let's see. We've got 3. Let's ride them all, one at a time. Let's ride this one first. So, you know what? This one actually kind of gets stuck. The source block is supposed to be sort of on its own. I'll fix that later. Let's just do this. And this should straighten itself out. There we go. Yeah! Here we go. Boink. Whoa! Oh. I was going to show it sailing off. Boink! Do you remember this? You don't take damage from boats, no matter how far you fall. Alright, road number 2. So, some guy a long time ago, I think, made a video about a road like this, but my version's way better. He only used 3 blocks of water per, until he used, whoops, don't break the boat. Until he used the pressure blades. Mine, you bounce up and down. His, you just went flat. This way's way better. Oh, wait. Hang on a second. Whoa. Boink. Okay. Next. All right, road number 3. So, yeah, they're kind of bouncy. You don't really go flat. I just wanted to get an idea. I'm going to have to remake it all anyway, because we've got to design what the actual aqueduct thing looks like, what the blocks are on the side. And this bouncy thing, I like the bouncy thing, but it does kind of slow you down. Maybe if we find the right rhythm, though, we can get the bouncy and the speed. And looks like we're going down. Oh, there's our house. Oh, now we're beneath our house. Break the block. Huh. I kind of hoped there would be monsters down here so that when I... Dang it. I did that on purpose. I made it so that we would kind of look like I was about to fall right into the house. Or, you know, the base, the shelf I've been digging out. And then I'd fall down here by surprise. And then there'd be monsters and explosions and fighting. But no, there's nothing. Okay, great. I guess that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more adventures in Alpha 1.1. As we prepare our world for what is to come, the next patch and the patches beyond. Hope you guys enjoying the videos. Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to let me know if you remember glitches from specific patches. So if there's something cool that I can do in this particular patch, let me know, that kind of thing. Or different things you want me to build in this particular patch that aren't available in other parts of the game, other releases. And I guess we'll see you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.